The first car on our list is the Audi RS5. If you want to hit that magical 200 mph mark without blowing the bank account, it really doesn't get any better than this. The RS5 is Audi's response to BMW's M3 and M4 models. It comes with a comfortable leather interior, sleek modern exterior, and all the finest tech the German brand has become known for. But beneath all that, the RS5 is a bargain beast at heart. Under the hood lies a nasty 2.9-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine, producing a massive 444 horsepower and 443 pound-feet of torque. When stock, this motor has been known to accelerate the 3,900-pound machine from 0 to 60 in as little as 3.7 seconds, but it would be hard to leave such an impressive car stock. Brands like APR and HGP Performance offer a series of plug-and-play tunes that can boost the RS5 to well over 600 horsepower, remove the speed governor, and rocket the car well into the 200 mph club. A new RS5 will sticker at a little over 70 grand, but used models can commonly be picked up and modified for less than $40,000. If that's still too expensive for your taste, watch until the end of the video. The final car is the cheapest of all and can be found for less than $20,000. Car number 2 is another European beauty. This Aston Martin Rapide is totally capable of breaching 200 and is surprisingly more affordable than you might think. The Rapide was produced from 2010 to 2019 and marked an important, albeit unpopular spot in Aston's lineup as a comfortable GT sedan. Although not many were sold during its 9-year run, the Rapide still packs an incredible performance punch if you can find one for sale. The S model, introduced in 2013, is powered by a 5.9-liter V12 engine making roughly 550 horsepower and is paired up with an 8-speed Touchtronic transmission, which does help the car go from 0 to 60 in less than 5 seconds. Wrapped around it all is a timeless, sophisticated British design with swan doors and minimalistic accent lines, making this not only one of the cheapest, but also one of the most stylish ways to achieve the speeds of your dreams. Although the Rapide was listed for over $200,000 when new, it's now old enough to have depreciated to less than $50,000, one of the lowest prices you'll see on a car with unparalleled style, comfort, and performance. If handsome European sedans aren't your style, the third car on our list introduces a much more raw kind of power. Hailing from the United States of America, the 6th generation Corvette ZR1 has plenty of top-end grunt to rocket you into the stratosphere of speed. In a time when Corvettes were seen mostly as the safe option for retired enthusiasts, the ZR1 shocked the industry and reinvigorated the iconic Corvette nameplate. It was the most powerful production vet the world had ever seen, with an exposed 6.2-liter forced induction V8 LS9 motor, putting out 638 horsepower for this rear-wheel drive monster. It also came with a ton of performance and aesthetic upgrades over the base models, creating a truly unique supercar offering. Sadly, less than 5,000 C6 ZR1s were ever made, meaning that the handful that still survive have retained a lot of their original value. Used models in good condition can be found for around $60,000 to $70,000. The slightly less impressive Z06 variant is commonly sold for about half that and still offers a great amount of performance for the price. But not all of us want to drive around in a loud and wild American muscle machine. So for those who prefer a little Italian sophistication from their ride, car number 4 is the Maserati Ghibli Trofeo. This fascinating luxury bargain was introduced in early 2020 as part of a larger expansion of Maserati's Trofeo performance lineup. It includes all the luxury and style the brand is known for, but it includes a massive array of upgrades such as the carbon fiber trim, updated light clusters, and 21-inch forged wheels. The most important change, however, is found underneath the sculpted Trofeo hood. This premium luxury sedan is surprisingly powered by a Ferrari-built 3.8-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine, producing 580 horsepower and 538 pound-feet of torque. The Italian marque claims it can accelerate from 0 to 60 in just 4 seconds flat, and ultimately hit 203 miles per hour. Now, because the Ghibli Trofeo is so new, there's not a ton of details out there regarding the price available at the time of filming, but it's most likely this 200 mile per hour beast will cost somewhere roughly around the $100,000 mark. Now that's a lot of dough, but taking a look at the used Ghibli market, you can see that these cars are notorious for taking on massive depreciation. So a few years from now, this could be one heck of a performance bargain. Okay, so the last two cars were a bit on the expensive side, but don't fear, car number 5 is another dirt cheap performance car. The BMW E60 M5 was sold for 6 years, starting in the year 2004. Its 5-liter, naturally aspirated V10 engine produces 507 horsepower and has a redline over 8,000 RPM. Best of all, it could be bought with a manual transmission and came standard with a hydraulic steering system for one of the most exciting and engaging driving experiences from any modern BMW. What's even more impressive than the M5's performance is its price tag. The model was criticized when new for its plain and almost flat styling, and used models are now hated on for having catastrophic reliability issues. It seems nobody wants to maintain a decade-old BMW V10, meaning you can now easily pick one up for around $10,000 or less. Slap a quick tune on it, and that's just about as cheap as 200 miles per hour can get. And that brings us to the final car on our list of cheapest ways to hit 200 miles per hour. If you want the everyday drivability of a luxury sedan, combined with the best mix of affordability and performance, without sacrificing reliability like you would with the M5, this might be the best option out there. Cadillac's CTSV combines their well-known CTS platform with the engine and performance of General Motors' LS used in Chevy's performance lineup. This unique blend produced 400 horsepower in its first generation, got improved to 550 horsepower during the second iteration, and was approaching 640 horsepower when it was finally retired in 2019. In addition, Caddy offered it with a 6-speed manual transmission and an available sport wagon configuration. With a bit of tuning, or even in its stock form, the CTSV was capable of some of the most mind-blowing top speeds of any luxury car the world has seen. At what cost did this speed come at? Surprisingly enough, first-gen CTSVs can be bought for $15,000 or less. Now that's about as affordable as any performance car can get. But now that we've seen some of the cheapest cars to hit 200 miles per hour, you might want to check out other affordable exotic cars that I've reviewed on this channel by clicking on one of the videos on the screen now. Make sure to subscribe before you leave and hit that like button to help support the channel. Thanks,